Alright folks, we're back on Emily, and it is a different day, of course. It's even a different week. But nonetheless, we've been plugging away on old Emily, trying to get things situated. Come to find out, we're going to relocate this because it's in the way of the third party door hanger, you know, for the back power barn door, if you will. If you know, you listen to Vice Group Garage, you know what I'm talking about. But lots of little things to work out. So like that AN line down there, and what does it go to? Well, if you know that these motors, well, they're air cooled. What does air cooled mean? Well, it means it's cooled by air. Well, aren't they all cooled by air, technically? I mean, radiator, you got air pushing through it. That's not, no. Is it? No, that's not what they mean. No, there is no water in this here engine. Nope. Instead, it is, well, cooled by air. And it's also oil cooled. Now we're getting to it, right? Or we're getting to it? We're getting to it. So, essentially, I just finished mounting an oil filter. And if you're curious, when everything is aftermarket, you can't do it where you normally would. It just, there's, yeah. It's hard. It is. You see, essentially, this is where I come up with. Yep. We're still gonna have to run our oil lines and everything. Of course, you see that their electrical line, and that brings us to this. Yep. I had to pull the tail light and mount it in there. Odd choice, right? Well, I really didn't have a lot of options, so that's where it's going to live. And now we're going to have to find a bunch of fittings and turn it this way and that way, and, you know, do all kinds of things to get it routed so that those two fittings right there with that piece of line actually runs over here to that filter pod, and then we've got to find somewhere else to mount that. Well, actually, mount this to that, and then we got to have a relay and a thermostat and some brackets, and oh, it's gonna be simple. Did you know that simple and easy ain't the same thing? Yeah. Well, I guess it is what it is. Let's get set up. We'll get going on it. Also, there's a tiny little screw, and I've got to move this cool, and we've got to resituate this to about, say, there, and then drill a hole. Yeah. So put a screw in it. So there's that. You know, it's gonna be fun. All right, let me get set up. Let's see what we can accomplish. All right, folks, it's a different day. It is a hot day. It is Texas. It's summer. It's basically hell. So, right now, giving Derek a little temporary setup, but he's gonna have to tap these anyway for the breather. So we've already done this, and I'm fixing to go over to the bench over there and, well, do this one. So, I guess without further ado, if you're curious what it's like in Texas, say around the 4th of July, imagine. What's that?
You sit here and watch me drip.
Yeah, you can sit here and watch us drip, but imagine for a moment that you took a firecracker and you stuck it in a concealed space, like say a can, and you blew it up. Well, we look like that can. I'm just saying, it's hot. It's despicably hot, it's horrible. All right, so we've already measured, and he's already went in and pinned it, so I knew where to drill, and I'm just gonna go ahead and drill this thing. So here we go. Get the breather system set up now. Oh yeah, spicy. Don't sound like no boat anchor. You know who I'm talking to. Sounds good. Oh yeah. Alright, that's all you get for now. Guess what, folks? It's finally time to put some wheels on Emily and set her on the ground. You know what that's gonna mean? Well, it should mean that you should click that like, subscribe, and maybe that notification bell. Gotcha. But anyway, also, I guess that means he's fixing to pull it out of here. Well, I guess keep watching. Alright folks, so we are on the final push to get Emily straightened out and ready to go. She runs, she moves. More on that later. But as you can see, she sits real nice. Yep. We gotta finish getting the fuel tank back in. We just hooked up the horn, made it actually work. Cause, you know, it's Texas and she's been off the road for a while and it's inspection time. And Derek's over here trying to, I believe he said, get rid of the slop in the transmission, in the shifter linkage. And he has bought, well, what I'm learning is just a common theme in the VW world. It is a very expensive part. Little, I'm just going to call it a knuckle. Shift knuckle.
Shift right coupler.
There you go. And yeah, it's billet and fancy and quite expensive. So. Anyway, we're gonna
never have to buy another one.
Yeah, he should never have to buy another one. But hey, maybe it's lighter. Maybe this is weight reduction, you know? So with that said, is it wrong if you're getting rid of something made in the 30s or 40s? I don't think so. But anyway, we'll put it back over here and let him just zip right along through that and we'll move along. Alright folks, so, well, without further ado, may I present to you, Emily. If you're wondering, folks, Hot Rod Life's got plenty of surprises. Throttle cable hung, had to stop and adjust it. Let me go tap the gas pedal a couple times. Welcome back. If you're just joining us for the first time, you might want to think about clicking them first 2 parts. Just saying. And while you're clicking on some stuff, maybe hit that like, subscribe, you know, all them things. Just saying, will help the channel. We are back on, Emily, for part 3, the final push here. So, a couple odds and ends, a little bit that we've got to do. And I believe we're fixing to do some carburetor tuning and whatnot. And ooh, we got a surprise down there. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get things situated and let him do some carburetor tuning, and y'all can have you a watch. So here we go. Explain what you're doing. Hard to hear in here, so what he said was you use this gauge, all right, because you got to get them carburetors to flow exactly the same CFM, okay, or the engine won't run correctly. Rumbling, roadie sound. That's what he's talking about right there. That's what he's asking. You hear that cam? We'll be back. Oh, he's got to adjust the linkage as well. Which, when I say linkage, we're talking about this apparatus right here, okay? So, because both of those also have to be identical. So, with that said, we'll throw you on some time lapse to let you see that process. And then we'll be back. Alright, so a little bit of trouble tuning the carbs. We seem to have a little bit of an exhaust leak. I'm sure you was hearing that a while ago. So we're gonna go ahead and address that and then go back to the carbs. So with that said, all buttoned up. Listen to her. She sounds excellent. Indeed. Yep. It's been a fun little car to work on. And there's more to come. Yep. Just in case you're interested. There are surprises along the way. So, something to think about. So, I guess with that said, thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned, because there's more to come in the future. We'll see you in the next one. Later, y'all.